Welcome, honored guests, family, friends, teachers, staff, and of course, my fellow class of 2020. I am gathered with you all today to commemorate something I didn't think we would get to commemorate. Even a few weeks ago, I didn't think we'd have a graduation with the way things were looking for the world in the past 3 months. Fellow seniors, although we didn't get to spend the last few months of high school together, what matters most is that we were still able to come together today and cherish our experiences one last time before going our own ways. I congratulate you all for making it. Please give yourselves a round of applause. What's so special about this year's graduating class is that we've endured a lot of change and new experiences. Planning our postgraduate futures became more important than ever. For many of us, the classes were more intensive and demanding than what we'd had in the past. While reality may have started to hit us harder than ever this year, the outbreak of COVID-19 truly sealed the deal. We are the first of our generation to be graduating during a pandemic. People were dying copiously across the globe. Hospitals started running lower on supplies. The entire world shut down, and everyone was uncertain for their lives and the future. Senior year is already stressful as it is, and the uncertainty and changes brought by COVID-19 have only increased this stress. Even when it became easier to ignore our responsibilities and worry about other things, the fact that we're standing here today shows our strength individually and as a class. It is clear that change doesn't stop us from persevering, and this fact has been clear even before our final year. I came to iSchool as a freshman, back when there was only one campus and our mascot was a robot. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. The year we had more than one hallway, a power outage for almost the whole day, and how could I forget the iconic fire that started because someone drilled into a lithium battery. Freshman year was truly her own era. Little did we know, things were only going to get more unpredictable since then. The next 3 years were marked by nothing but change. We moved to an entirely new school in a very different setting. Not just a new building, but new rules, staff, dress code, and a very different curriculum. To be exact, in the past 4 years, our school name has changed twice, our dress code and curriculum 3 times, and the policies more than I can remember. Perhaps the hardest thing to adapt to for many of us has been the change in curriculum to being heavily online. With Corona closing school right before graduation, online school was the only choice, and on top of that, doing it alone in our own homes. I'll be the first to say that the changes brought by the pandemic made it harder to stay focused, harder to stay motivated, and easier to ignore schoolwork. My senior capstone class can attest that I didn't always attend the Zoom meetings we had because I hadn't woken up early in so long that it was hard to get out of the cycle. These struggles are perfectly valid though, and what matters most is that we were all able to push through them and get here today. No one ever thought senior year would have ended the way it did. Sure, we didn't have a prom, a senior prank, or a senior trip like we planned to. So much changed in such a short amount of time that I found myself appreciating the memories we'd collected through high school even more. What I once took for granted became something I missed. I missed the random potlucks Mr. Hayes would plan. I missed working together on capstone projects and getting distracted from my work to talk to my peers. I missed the NASA trip. I missed complaining about school together. What allowed me to persevere past the change was not just self-motivation, but the energy of my peers and classmates. Fellow seniors, hearing your ideas, advice, and stories in school 3 months ago or on our Zoom calls showed me that my struggle wasn't solitary and inspired me to work harder towards success. I am also very grateful for the compassion and energy my teachers have shown during these trying times. Our success as a graduating class was a united effort, and not only do I appreciate all that my classmates and teachers have taught me, but I congratulate all my peers on all their hard work. As I wrap up my speech, I'd like to say that out of all places, I never thought I'd be standing here today. Not just here at a ballpark instead of inside a building to graduate, but here with the honor of giving a speech at my own high school graduation. I thank my teachers and school administrators for their efforts in my success, my parents for encouraging me and giving me the opportunity in the first place, and my friends and peers in their company and assistance. iSchool class of 2020, I want you all to celebrate when you leave this gathering, by whatever means possible, even if we are social distancing. Even when we go our own separate ways, the unity that our group of barely 40 students has shown is irreplaceable. You all have shown me that if we can graduate high school during the pandemic, we are capable of doing so much. Each one of you has a purpose in this world, and while it may be hard to find it when the world demands you to think of other things, I know you will find that purpose and fulfill it. And whatever that purpose may be, I wish you all nothing but the best at fulfilling it. Thank you.